If you're farming Theater of Blood, make sure you know how to tank Verzik phase 3 before nados using the damage splats. If you're chosen as the tank, pay attention to the damage splat from Verzik's mage and range attacks, and use them as visual indicators for when to step under to prevent her melee attacks. Step under one tile into Verzik, one tick after the damage splat appears. Click the boss the moment you start to move in order to push you back out from underneath her, and then wait for the next attack to repeat the cycle. You can do this for every single attack, except for when you're in melee distance and Verzik uses a range attack. This includes Verzik's first attack at the start of phase 3, and if this happens, don't wait a tick and immediately step under the moment the damage splash shows up and you're in cycle afterwards. However, if you're using a 5-tick weapon, you don't need to time this first attack at all. Just attack 3 times on the first tick possible at the start of phase 3, and then immediately step under after the 3rd hit to get into cycle. After the start of phase 3, the only other time you need to step under immediately on range attacks is if you're messing up and chancing melee attacks. If you ever get meleeed, there's 2 ways to get back into cycle. The first way is the time to step under, which is 4 ticks after the damage splat first appears, or 2 ticks after the damage splat disappears. The second way is to manually step away from Verzik 1 tile at a time until she attacks you. Once Verzik's attack animation starts, click Verzik to attack her and pay attention to that projectile. When the damage splat appears on your character, step under immediately when the damage splat appears and you're back in cycle. You can also do this to deal with the different attack timers after each of Verzik's special attacks, which delays the next attack by different ticks. And if you attack on the first tick possible after a special attack that isn't crabs, you can generally get in 2 scythe hits before you need to start walking away. But if you don't want to risk it, get back into melee distance so that Verzik doesn't swap tank to someone else. Then repeat the walk away pattern until she attacks, and you step under her as soon as the damage splash shows up. This puts you back in cycle, and you can continue this cycle until nados spawn at 20% HP. Here's a summary sheet of the timings, and it will also be pinned in the comment section.